my mic on? Can you hear me? Hi, okay, can you hear me? I need to figure out how this live on YouTube works before I go on the trip to Indianapolis with Barkeeper's friend. I don't know if you can hear me. Is it on? Yes, okay. Hi, yeah, okay. This is different for me. I've never gone live on here before. I'm used to going live on all the other apps, but I gotta figure out this live first because of the trip that I'm going on. In 2 weeks with Barkeeper's friend, they want to do some live streaming over there. So I need to practice on here first to see if this is a little different than the other apps. But I think it's the same. I would say it's the same. Let me see. Hi. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Robin. Thank you so much for that comment. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you think I do. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Susie in Florida. Okay, good. You can hear me. So yeah, this is just a quick little live on me coming on here to say hello to anybody who wants to pop in. I'm Kellsie from Zapata's Cleaning Services, but it's mainly for me to kind of get the feel of the live streaming here on YouTube because I posted a video yesterday on my page talking about that I'm going to Indianapolis in about 2 weeks with Barkeeper's friend to go to the World Food Championship as part of the clean team. So while I'm over there with them, they want to do some live streams. I know this is new for me too. I just popped on live today to test out the live streaming to see how this goes. Because when I'm there in about 2 weeks doing the live cooking, the live cleaning demos, they want to be able to put this on as many platforms as possible. So I'm just checking in on here on YouTube to see how the live streaming works. Thank you, Heather. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, thank you everybody for popping in. I hope you are enjoying the videos and seeing all the different cleaning tips and tricks that I offer. And this is just a quick little hello. Also, for those of you that I just wanted to bring this up as well. I got a plaque from YouTube since I hit 100K subscribers. So thank you all very much for supporting me on this channel. I started it back in January and I didn't really post much until probably the summer, and posting consistently got me a good little following on here. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all following me. And because of that, YouTube sent me a little plaque, which I was very surprised to receive because none of the other platforms has sent me that. Yes, it's me. I'm Kellsie. I'm glad you appreciate the tips, Susie. I appreciate all the comments and support and the love that you all leave on the videos. It really means a lot to me. And yes, I am Kellsie from Zapata's Cleaning Services. I'm the only one that is from Zapata's Cleaning Services. So anytime you see me, I am associated with Zapata's Cleaning Services. I'm Kellsie Zapata. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're enjoying the tips and the tricks that I share. So yeah, if you guys didn't see, I had posted a video yesterday just talking about that I'm going on a brand trip in about 2 weeks with Barkeeper's friend, and I'm just here just testing the live to make sure that I understand how the live streaming works on this app, because when I'm doing the live demos at the World Food Championship, they want to make sure that we have as many platforms as possible going live. So I didn't want to just test it out there for the first time. I wanted to test it beforehand. So yeah, thank you. I really do appreciate all you guys' support and comments, and I try to reply to as many as possible, but I don't always get to them all. But do know that I appreciate all y'all's support. But I also want to let you know, because I don't go live on this platform. This is my first time going live. If you all don't follow me on Instagram, please go follow me on Instagram. That's probably the most active platform that I am on. And the reason that I'm just telling you to follow me there is because I haven't announced it yet. This coming Monday, which is the 6th, October 6th, I'm doing a live stream on Instagram for Amazon Prime. So Amazon, the big Prime Day is going to be Monday and Tuesday. And what I like to do is just take about maybe 35 minutes and do a quick little recap of all my favorite products on Amazon that's on a good deal. Plus, what I do to show appreciation to you all is I give away gift cards on Amazon. So if you guys want to stick around, it'll be about maybe 30 minutes Monday in the evening. I'm thinking 5:30, maybe 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I haven't really confirmed a time yet. But if you go follow me on Instagram, same name, Zapata's Cleaning Services. My picture is the same on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and on here. Just look for my face. It's the same picture on all the platforms. It will be this Monday, and I'm gonna go over some different vacuums that are different like price points. I know I get a lot of questions on why do I show so many different wet vacs or different just products in general, but there's a reason why I show so many different ones, mainly to give you all different price points, because I know not everybody might be able to afford a certain higher end product. So I like to kind of just break it down and give you like a medium range and then a lower range. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you saw that video. Yeah, so a lot of people don't, that was another conversation that I had with Barkeeper's friend, how I was just encouraging them to get a lot more active on YouTube as well, because I told them a lot of people, I don't think they realize how many people know about Barkeeper's Friend, but they don't know the difference between all their products. So that was a conversation we had about really breaking down the difference between the soft cleanser, the powder cleanser, and the more spray cleaner. A lot of y'all didn't know that the more cleaner has like a spray flap that opens and closes, and there's a reason for that. And then a lot of people didn't know that the powder is actually like the one product that you always want to keep, and it's actually the strongest product because you can tailor its strength by the amount of water you add to it. So the way that the powder works is when you pour it onto your surface, when you use less water, it makes the powder stronger, and when you use more water, it makes the powder weaker. So I'm very glad that I made that video, because I don't think a lot of people realize that there is a big difference between all three of the products. Yes, they all contain oxalic acid, which is the main ingredients, but if you are going for the deeper, hardcore restorative cleaning, you need that powder product. If you want ease, just everyday cleaning, you want the soft cleanser, because you can just pour, squeeze, scrub, and go. And then if you're working with like a vertical surface, like a shower glass door, or even like a refrigerator, just think something tall, that's where the spray cleaner is really ideal, because you can spray it. And you can open or close the flap, which means if you open the flap, it comes out like a spray, and if you close the flap, it goes out like a foam. So I think they're going to start getting more active on here, the brand, so they can really get more information out about their product, because yeah, a lot of people didn't know the difference between those products. A lot of people didn't know that there's literally like 12 products in the Barkeeper's Friend lineup. There's a coffee cleanser, there's a descaler, there's an easy flush product, which is not a toilet bowl cleaner. There's also a toilet bowl cleaner. There's a cookware cleanser. There's a cooktop cleanser. You have a stone cleaner, a stainless steel cleaner, and then you have your original three, which is a soft cleanser, the powder cleanser, and the spray cleaner. So if you all are not following me, please do, because when I am in Indianapolis with the Barkeeper's Friend team, I'll be going live talking about all those products, and you'll be able to see it live in demo. Mainly the kitchen products, because this is like it's a cooking event. It's a World Food Championship event. So I'll be using the cooktop cleaner, the cookware cleanser, the stainless steel, the stone. That's what the big demos that I'll be doing about. They're going to be like 30-minute demos every day. And then I'll be at the booth too, just breaking down all these products and why you need Barkeeper's Friend in the kitchen. Just like you care for your family by cooking and doing these different things, let Barkeeper's Friend care for the things you need taken care of in the kitchen, like your countertops, your cookware, your stove, your oven, all that. So when it comes to pea protein, you want to use an enzyme cleaner. That's going to be something like Odoban. I've talked about one thing that I think people see that I talk a lot about is like Barkeeper's Friend and Odoban. Odoban is a great enzyme cleaner. It not only cleans, it sanitizes, it disinfects, but it also has ingredients that breaks down that microbe and also the bacteria in urine. So get you some Odoban. I'm going to suggest the gallon jug, which you can get at Home Depot, Amazon, Dollar General. You can get those. You can maybe even order it from Walmart if you want the big gallon. But that's what you want to use to get rid of that urine smell, and whether it's like on the surface or even in the washer. What is it? Just painted cabinets, like nothing too I would say if you want to use it on the cabinets, yes and no, not wood. Barkeeper's Friend is not for wood. That's one thing you want to realize. It's oxalic acid. So no, I really don't recommend it for wood. It shouldn't be used on wood, leather, or stone, things of that nature. If you are looking to treat greasy kitchen cabinets, I would recommend Crud Cutter Or yeah, go with, do you know what Crud Cutter is? That's a really good degreaser for the kitchen, especially wood. That's going to be your safest bet. A couple of other options is the Purple Dawn degreaser. It's a professional line. You can get it at Lowe's. So quartz and stone, Barkeeper's Friend makes a stone cleaner, which you want to use the stone cleaner, not the Barkeeper's Friend that has the oxalic acid. So the only issue that I had, that is true, I don't like the smell of the LA Totally Awesome. It's a different smell for me. And I'll go back and forth with it. I don't mind using it, but it's not my top choice because I don't think it's the best, and this is just my opinion, it's the best degreaser. I feel like Crud Cutter, the Purple Dawn degreaser, and even the Zep Purple degreaser, those are kind of like your heavy duty industrial professional products. I feel like with the different kitchens that I've cleaned, those are your better options. But LA's Awesome is a good option if you are on a budget because you can get it at the Dollar Tree for about $1.50. That is a good option, but I don't care for the scent of it. I don't care for the smell of it. And if you have, you know, a few more dollars to spare, go with like your heavy duty degreasers for heavy kitchen buildup, like Crud Cutter, Purple Dawn degreaser, or the Zep degreaser. Those are good kitchen products. So leather, you just want to keep it pretty simple with leather. That's one option. That's one area I would say you want to use a specialty cleaner and not do a DIY. So go with Wyman's leather cleaner. You can get that at Walmart. It's sold in a spray bottle, and they also make wipes. So things like leather, stick with a leather specialty cleaner. Don't try to do a DIY product for that. Okay, so if you have tried the heavy duty Dawn and weren't a fan of it, try the Crud Cutter or try the Purple Zep degreaser. I'll try those other two options and see if you have good results with that, if you didn't really care for the way the Purple degreaser worked. Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't always get that. It's funny because some of the comments I get is, oh, I hate your voice, I hate the way that you end your videos. Okay, that's fine, that's your opinion, feel the way you feel. That's fine, so I appreciate you saying that, Allie. Test it in a small, inconspicuous area first. Dawn is a very mild cleanser. It's pretty much safe for so many things. Like everybody always goes it back that it's safe to clean little ducks. So it is a safe product, but because it's leather, I would still suggest you test it in a small, inconspicuous area first before you just start dousing it all over your leather surface. So that's another thing. I'm gonna ask y'all's opinion because I hope, she didn't know I was gonna say this. I currently have two phones. I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, I think that's what it's called. And that's mainly for me to stream while I'm out there on TikTok and Instagram. But I'm thinking of getting a third one so I can stream for YouTube. Don't tell them I'm saying this. I don't really care about Facebook. I'm not gonna go crazy about streaming on Facebook, but I really want to stream on YouTube, but I need to get a third phone. But the issue that I'm running into is I don't know if I should get the newest 17 Pro because I've been getting bad feedback about it, or just stick with my 16 Pro, which I already have and I love it. Yes, so we talked about that, having stable internet. When we talked on Wednesday, they're buying internet because that's one of the things I asked them. I said, y'all, if we're out in the field and we're live streaming, what's going on with the internet? And they are buying internet package, however that works, and they're gonna let me have top choice since I'm gonna be streaming. So I took care of that because I was even thinking if there's not good Wi-Fi, if there's not good signal, I was gonna get one of those boxes that's like you can get from Verizon to take out there with me because you need a strong, steady internet connection or like good cell service to do a live stream. So yeah, they have all that covered. I have the phones. I'm just going back and forth between getting a third phone for YouTube because I won't do a 4. Like I said, I'm not too worried about Facebook. If they want to stream Facebook, I'll let them stream from their page, but I'm more concerned about y'all. Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the 16 Pro because a couple of the people that I follow, other influencers like on TikTok, they all went and got like the 17 Pro and they returned them because they were saying like the camera quality wasn't that good. So I'm thinking of just going with the 16 Pro because that's what I've had since January. Whenever it came out, I upgraded my phones and I got those. So I've had them for about 6 months. So I'm definitely gonna make sure that y'all are taken care of so I can stream for you all out there. I'm glad the videos are helping you. So is it, when you're saying dirty, are you just talking about just like general dirt or more like soap scum mildew? What type of dirtiness are you talking about? Hi. Okay, yeah, I think I caught up there. Let me see. Good. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. I'm glad that you're able to clean your house with the correct products. I think that's one of the biggest things that, or one of the biggest things that I wanted to accomplish with my channel is making sure people can clean, but do it safely, because you'd be amazed, especially like Clean Talk right now on TikTok. There's a lot of stuff going on with like drama between other people, but the biggest thing I think why so much drama starts is because so many people preach about bad cleaning habits. They want you to mix 20 different products, and people think the more chemicals you use or the stronger the smell is, the better cleaning effects you'll get, and that is 100% completely false. You don't need 20 different powders in a toilet to get it clean. Honestly, one or two things is what you need, and if you can learn how to clean safely, then you can get a lot done in life. Just being able to know like what are the correct products you need in a house. So I'm glad that they're helping you clean correctly and safely. So, okay, so so here's the thing. Even though I know you want to probably just stick to one product, if anything, I'm going to give you maybe my top 3 products I'm going to suggest to you. And one, you need a good like all-purpose cleaner. So your all-purpose cleaner is going to be, just get like the Odoban, because with the Odoban, not only can you clean with it, you can disinfect and sanitize, which is going to come in handy in the bathroom. But you can't go wrong with Odoban, a mild dish soap like Dawn, and also if you can throw in like a bottle of Barkeeper's Friend, just because that's what's going to tackle the stubborn residue, whether it's in your shower or it's in your kitchen on a cooktop or in the oven. So if you can mainly stick with those 3 products, a good dish soap, a good all-purpose cleaner like Odoban, but also I feel like you still could benefit from getting Barkeeper's Friend to tackle the heavy rough buildup that the dish soap or the Odoban can't remove for you. So the thing with wood molding is I will give suggestions when I can, and then when I can't, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do a lot with wood. So the best thing with that is if you lost the shine on your wood, I would honestly suggest you might need to talk to maybe a handyman person or like or one of those people, because you might need to strip the wood and then like put a top coating on it again. And unfortunately, that's not my expertise. I can't really show you how to like strip the coating off wood, refurbish it, and do all that. But I'm pretty sure you would need to do that for your wood molding. And that's not really what I can show you, because I don't do that, unfortunately, Sandra. But if you just want to give it a nice shine, you can maybe try something like Old English. When it comes to wood cleaners, I do like a little bit of Old English to give your wood furniture a nice shine. But remember, the shines are temporary. But if you're going for more of a long-term thing, you might want to look into getting it refurbished and then putting like a really nice glossy top coat on it so it can look shiny and glossy all the time. Hold on. I just purchased a scrubber. After you use them, what is the cleaning protocol? So with the handheld steamer, the main thing I would suggest is empty out the water from your steamer if you're not going to use it again. You don't want to keep water in the steamer for like an extended period of time. For a couple of days is fine, but you don't want to keep the water just sitting in there for like a month. Always empty the water out if you're not going to use it again pretty quickly, just to keep like the minerals from the water developing in your steamer. And then number 2 is clean your brushes. So most of the brushes are made to be reusable unless you're working with a really greasy and grimy surface, then you kind of have to toss them. But if you're talking about the scrub brushes, what I do with my Dupre is with my grout brushes, I go and rinse them in hot soapy water and just kind of get as much gunk out of them as possible. Using the hot water and the soap is able to release all the gunk that might have built up, and then I just let them air dry. But do know that those grout brushes are not meant to last forever, so you will have to toss them and replace them every, just depending on the surface that you're working with. And then if you're talking about like the cloths, if you're steam wicking with a cloth, I would hand wash them with a little bit of detergent. I'm assuming they're microfiber cloths, so don't wash them with cotton. But if it's a microfiber cleaning cloth, just hand wash it with a little bit of detergent. Don't use bleach, don't use fabric softener, don't use scented beads. Just hand wash it with a little bit of cool water and let it air dry. And let me know if that answered all the accessory questions you have, because I don't know what else your handheld scrubber came with. Is that what you're talking about, a handheld scrubber or a handheld steamer? Oh, which wet dry vac did you get, Deuces? You know what, I just realized, Robin, I think you're talking about a scrubber, not a steamer, right? I totally didn't answer your question correctly. I don't use Murphy's oil because it's something that I was never really brought up with using. But I'm not going to talk or say anything negative about it, because a lot of other like clean talk influencers love Murphy's oil and they swear by it. And I haven't really heard anybody say anything negative about it. So based off what I've heard from them, I think Murphy's oil is good and a safe option, because a lot of other clean talk people that I trust and I like the recommendations to swear by Murphy's oil. So I think that's another good option as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I handheld scrubber. Yeah, I thought it said steamer, so I went on a different, I'm sorry about that. So, okay. MDL Loom, what type of shower do you have? Because I got to give you two different options depending on your shower. Is the glass door in like a fiberglass regular tub, or are you in a stone area? If you can tell me what your surfaces are around you first, I'll tell you what to do then. I'm glad you love the wet dry vac. When I tell people, which I'm going to talk about, I'm going to mention this again. If you're not following me, go follow me on Instagram, because Monday, I haven't announced it yet, on 5:30 or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going live because it's Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day, and all of the machines that I tell you guys about are going to be hugely discounted. But the reason why I want y'all to join me is because I'm going to break down why I suggest different products, different wet vac mops, but I'm also going to give away some Amazon gift cards. I won't keep you for 2 hours, I promise. I try to keep it for about maybe 30-45 minutes, because it takes time to explain the different machines. But if you join me, I will break down all the machines, the majority of the machines I've talked about recently, plus give you all some Amazon gift cards for sticking around and hanging out with me for about 30-35 minutes. Monday, this coming Monday, October the 6th, on IG, on Instagram at about, I'll announce it tomorrow in my story the exact time, but I would love for y'all to join me so you can get some Amazon gift cards and enjoy Prime Day like I will on Monday and Tuesday. Okay, handheld scrubber. So with that, what I typically do is just when I'm done like cleaning it in the shower, one thing I do is if it extends, don't close it right away while it's wet, because it will start to rust. So before I close it, if you have a scrubber that I'm thinking you have, like I have the OXO, I dry the stick first, and then I close it, tighten it, and then like the actual scrub pad, I just make sure it's clean, and I sprayed like a little Odoban on it to let it disinfect. And that's typically all I really do to it, unless I did like really heavy damage to it. Even then, I just, a little bit of soap, rinse with hot water, then a little bit of Odoban to disinfect it. Does that answer your question now, Robin? Okay, fiberglass. Steel wool grade 0000. It's the steel wool. Make sure you get the one with the 4 zeros, because that's what's safe for glass. It's safe for delicate surfaces. It's ultra fine, so you want to use that. If it's not too bad, you can start with a little dish soap and steel wool. If it is pretty bad, I would then suggest Barkeeper's Friend, because it has the oxalic acid, which is going to eat through the minerals and hard water stains on the glass, along with steel wool grade 0000. So that would be my first choice for shower glass doors that have heavy soap scum buildup. Now remember, if that glass door did not get horrible overnight, it might not get fixed in one scrub down either. If it's been pretty dirty for a while, you may have to repeat the cleaning process, because you're having to remove layers and layers of buildup. So just get you some steel wool grade 0000. Start off with dish soap like Dawn if it's not too bad, but if it is pretty bad, then use Barkeeper's Friend. You got the Dreamy. Good. I like the Dreamy. It is very easy to clean. I think one of the best things these companies ever did was make the self-clean cycle, because it makes the cleaning process so much easier. And I'm going to talk about that too on my live on Instagram on Monday. If you have who doesn't have a very, very busy life? You work, you come home, if you have kids, you know, you cook dinner, whatever it is. The last thing you want to do is have to really like pick up and clean up. But just having a machine that makes the cleanup process easier will benefit you so much. And that's what the wet dry vac that Deuce's Upward is talking about, that I've talked about in the past, comes in handy, because it will vacuum and mop at the same time. And all you do when you're done is you dock it on the station, press the self-clean cycle, it cleans the brush roll, it cleans the internal cavity parts, and then it also hot dries the brush roll so it doesn't smell. And then all you have to do is just go dump out the dirty water tank. That's all you have to do, and the machine takes care of the rest for you. It's like, don't take, it's not just me just trying to sell you a product. It really, I feel like the one product that every household can use is a wet dry mop, because it's just a 2-in-1. Who doesn't want to be able to vacuum and mop at the same time? Plus, you have your different cleaning modes. You have like a heavy duty mode or like a lighter mode. You have just a suction mode, but it will make the biggest difference for you. I have them all linked. If you don't want to wait until my live on Monday, you can check out my Amazon storefront, where I have a couple of different wet vac mops posted. Mainly I have like different price points, because I know everybody has a different budget, kind of like a lower end, a medium, and a higher end. But I'm going to break all that down on Monday on why I suggest these 3, because there's actually 3 that I really love to push and encourage you all to look at, and they're all at 3 different price points. So hopefully one of these will be in your budgets. 2 of them are Dreamies and 1 is a Tenco. So my IG handle is going to, I think my IG handle is pretty much the same on all platforms, and my picture matches from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to TikTok. I'm on all 4 platforms, and just look for my picture. And on Instagram, I am Kellsie Zapata. I am Zapata's _cleaning_services. See, that's me right there. So my first choice for cleaning grout, because I feel like Ned, you're asking about grout. Are you talking about the tile floor, or are you trying to target the grout? What are you going for? Grout cleaning, or just all over tile floor cleaning? Hi Tia. Please, what do you clean a ceiling fan with concerning the fake oak wood panels dust? Okay, so anytime you're dealing with dust, especially on a ceiling fan, I would get off that dry dust first. Don't start with a cleaning product. Get as much as that dry dust off first with like a Swiffer stick, or even, you know, use a pillowcase. Try to get off all that dust first, and then and if it's like stuck on there, then you want to go in with like a degreaser. A little bit of a dish soap would help, like Dawn dish soap, or my favorite is Crud Cutter too. That would be safe for your oak wood panels to really clean it. Now remember, with a ceiling fan, don't put a lot of pressure on it. Don't put a lot of weight. Use a light hand. And honestly, because you're going to be kind of high up, have somebody in there with you just in case, to make sure that you don't like trip and fall, because you're at a high elevated level cleaning it. But get the loose dust off first, and then use like a mixture of hot water and dish soap, or use Crud Cutter to really clean that surface. Hi, just me. Yeah, I jumped on here randomly because I need to practice the live before I do my live in 2 weeks with Barkeeper's friends. So I wanted to get the feel of the YouTube live first. I'm glad you're enjoying the tips. Thank you. Okay, so mildew in the showers. So I have 2 options for you. One that I really love to preach about, in stone showers, you can, once again, believe it or not, use like the Crud Cutter. It does remove mildew and mold, and it's safe for stone. Or Otho's bathroom cleaner. It's good for your stone surfaces. And then if you don't have to worry about stone, it's just a regular shower, you can go in with, it depends on if you can handle bleach or not, you know, like the Lysol mildew remover, the Zep mildew remover, and then even the Lysol hydrogen peroxide mildew remover is good for showers. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Unfortunately, there comes a time that when that mildew has become embedded in a surface, it doesn't matter what you put on it, it might not fully lift. And that's because it's just been in there too long, especially if it's grout. So what I suggest is, if it will not come out, even if you tried like 20 different products, if you don't want it to get worse, you need to take preventative measures. So always at least clean your shower once a week with the mildew cleaning product, and always try to keep your bathroom dry. Because remember, mildew thrives in damp, wet spaces. So the more, it's funny, the longer your shower stays wet, the more the mildew is going to come back. So always run your fan after you get out of the shower to dry the surface, and and if you want to actually be better with it, just dry your shower when you get out, because that's going to really keep the mildew from growing. But if you're currently trying to get it out and it just won't come out, unfortunately, it might just be embedded in the surface. If it's caulk, you can actually strip the caulk and just recaulk it yourself. But if it's grout, that will be a little bit different, because you will need to hire somebody to like sand to really get the mildew out by sanding it out, rebuffing the surface, and then sealing it. But typically, it sounds a little scary, but when you have a lot of mildew and caulk, the easiest thing to do is just remove it, and it's not that complicated. You can watch a couple of videos on it. The biggest thing is strip the old caulk off, clean the area really well, let it completely dry for at least 24 hours, and then go back in with a silicone-based caulk and redo the area. And then I think you want to let it dry again for another 24 hours before you get it wet again. Does that help, Ash and Emmy? Or is that not what you were looking for? Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, Deuces. I really do appreciate you saying that. I'm glad you've tried out a few different of my recommendations, that you're happy with the results. Tile. Okay, so tile and grout. If you want to clean the grout, if it's really dirty, you got to keep in mind a couple of things. My go-to for dirty grout is a steam cleaner, because it's way easier on the body instead of scrubbing by hand. I like my Dupre Neat steamer, and what I do for really, really dirty grout is I will pour like a grout cleaner on it first, like Zep grout cleaner, and then I scrub it with the Dupre steamer, because the steamer comes with like extension tools, so I don't have to get on my hands and knees and scrub. I can just clean the grout, get all those nasty stains out. But this is important. You need to seal the grout afterwards, because if you don't, for example, if you're at home, it's going to get dirty again pretty quickly. When it comes to resealing grout, you can go to Lowe's and they sell like this grout sealing pin. It sounds like a lot of work. It really isn't. Just get that grout resealer pin and then just go over the grout lines and let it dry, and you're good to go. But definitely reseal the grout after you give it a good scrub down. And as long as that sealant is on top of the grout, it'll be protected and dirt won't seep in anymore as well. Now, if you have the steamer that I'm suggesting, you can also steam clean your floors with the mop pad on your tile. But if you don't want to steam your floors all the time, which you don't have to, Zep makes a good tile and laminate cleaner, which is good for tile as well. They sell it in a big bottle at Lowe's, and that's a really good cleaner for your tile. I think it's safe for tile and laminate floors. That's a good product for tile. So the mildew is in the tile and the grout. Have you tried a few different products and it just won't lift, Ash and Emmy? What have you tried? Sound Machine. Authos is on AuthosLiving.com. I have a code to get their bathroom cleaner. I want to make sure I give you the correct code so you can get a discount. I don't know if it's Zapata or if it's Zapata's 15. Hold on. Zapata. AuthosLiving.com. Get the bathroom cleaner, and the code is Zapata. Z-A-P-A-T-A. Doesn't it make the biggest difference when you dry dust first? The worst thing that I get so irritated is when I get the dust, especially hair around the toilet, wet. It is so hard just trying to pick up that sludge. It just turns into nasty mud. Just dusting beforehand, vacuuming beforehand, it makes the biggest difference. It takes you an extra minute or two, but it's going to save you in the long run, because you're not there on your hands and knees trying to get all that wet dust that you've got wet picked up, because it takes forever to just get it all up once it gets wet. So dark streaks on fiberglass tub. Are you sure it didn't become discolored from a cleaning product, or what do you mean by dark streaks? MA, I don't really know. Can you give me some more details? Because sometimes using the wrong product on a fiberglass tub can cause streaks, but I don't know if you're talking about that or something else. So 43935, the Zep, did you try the Zep purple degreaser or just the Zep wall cleaner? Hi, Red. Thank you for joining, Red Gmail. Okay, so I got two options for you. Try the Zep purple degreaser or crud cutter for the kitchen. For heavy grease buildup, those two are good options. And the thing is if it's really heavy and thick, you might just need to clean it a couple of times to really get those layers of grease off. Okay, yes, of course, you are very, very welcome. So, okay, that's what I was thinking. Unfortunately, when the wrong product has been used, like the coating has become stripped and a cleaning product cannot restore it. If that top layer has been taken off and there's streaks, you kind of either got to put up with it, or you can hire somebody to go in there and like sand the entire surface and then kind of reseal it for you. But that's the bad thing about using the wrong product. When there's damage done, a cleaning product can't restore it. You kind of need to get somebody to restore the area for you. Same thing about like wood toilet seats. When you use bleach on them and it streaks it, a cleaning product won't make it not streak anymore. The bleach has literally bleached the surface. You either got to just deal with it and not use bleach again or replace it. Now, I'm not saying you have to replace your bathtub, but unfortunately, trying to put like a different product on there will not restore those streaks. It's kind of just set in, unfortunately. You're very welcome, Sayla Lopez. I am glad. I'm very happy you are enjoying the informative videos. Can I clean the glass? You can clean the top part of the glass, but if you want to clean the inside of the glass, unfortunately, you will have to disassemble it. And that is one thing you will never see me make a video about, because one, my insurance would drop me. They do not let me take off an oven door nor disassemble the oven door. So I always tell clients up front, I will clean the inside of your oven and your oven door, but I will not clean the inside of it. If you are adamant on cleaning the inside of your oven door, the best thing to do is look up the make and model number of your particular oven and see if the manufacturer has a step-by-step tutorial on how to do it, because it's a very time-consuming task. There's a lot of screws involved. I think what's really bad about this is so many people on social media make it look so easy, but that's because certain brands, it depends on the manufacturers. Certain manufacturers have made taking the glass apart super easy, but then these high-end ones like the Viking ovens, it is like brain surgery trying to take the Viking oven doors apart to clean the glass. So just because you see one video that makes it look easy, don't go by that. You need to go by how your manufacturer has made your glass door and see if they have a breakdown on how to do it. That does happen when you use the wrong product and damage is caused. Unfortunately, you cannot get another cleaning product to reverse that damage. You either gotta just, one, not use that wrong product again, and two, deal with it, or three, hire somebody to kind of restore whatever was done to it. You are very, very welcome. Montese, I hope I say your name right. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. Switching to medium. Okay, hold on. Switching to video variations. Robin, are you talking about like hiring a company to shampoo them or just vacuuming them? Because vacuuming them, you should, if it's just medium carpet, I think if anything, most of your vacuums kind of have like a low, medium, high speed. I would just avoid doing like the high, super strong suction on them and stick to like the low or medium option on your type of carpets. But when it comes to shampooing, what are you talking about? Just vacuuming or shampooing them? Yeah, so actually, I've actually been on social media for a couple of years, but this is my newest platform. And honestly, the reason that I started it was because of the whole talk of TikTok, like potentially shutting down back in March. Um, those are my two main platforms, was IG, TikTok, and then Facebook. But with TikTok potentially going away back in March, I was like, let me start up YouTube just in case. So I started it at the beginning of this year, but I never really did anything until about the summertime. And then that's when I really started posting consistently. And you all started liking my videos and following me, which I'm very grateful for. And because of you all liking my videos, YouTube sent me a plaque because now I have over 100,000 subscribers, which I am very, very grateful for. So yeah, I've been on social media since 2022 on Instagram. That was my main platform. And then I kind of got on TikTok, and then I just kind of got on Facebook, and now I'm on here. I post the most on Instagram, so if you're not following over there, please do. You will see a lot more daily stories from me on there. You can't post stories on here, which is why you don't really see anything but shorts from me, but like a lot of behind the scenes at my deep cleanings, a lot of the trip that I'll be going on in 2 weeks with Barkeeper's friend, gearing up for that. I'll be having a lot of stories getting posted over there, just getting it ready, showing you guys behind the scenes and all that. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please do, so you can get a more, behind the scenes look at what I do every day at these jobs and with some of the brands that I work with. You're very welcome, MA. I hope they can get that taken care of for you. Have I ever felt disrespected by a client? I mean, yes, but I'm just one of those people too that I never felt the need to like beg them for a job. So if I got disrespected, I was just like, bye. I'm not going to work with somebody who doesn't respect me or my time. I'm not that desperate for a job to like make it work. If they don't respect me, I'm not going to clean for them. But especially if you're starting out, you need a, I know it's a little bit harder, especially you don't have like a clientele, but you have absolutely every right to not clean for that person again, because you're just going to dread going to that house all the time, and it can even like affect your performance. So my biggest thing is any type of red flag, any type of negativity, I'm done. I don't mess around with them. I don't put up with that. It's just not worth like the headache or like the mental stress of having to always be on my toes with this person. So I don't mess around with disrespect. The outside of an air fryer, if it's, you can really, and even your Keurig machine, you can just use, since it's in the kitchen, you got like a dish soap, a little mixture of Dawn dish soap and water. You'd be surprised how many surfaces you can clean with that, Laura. Maybe just dilute it, like use a spray bottle, fill it up with warm water and just like a squirt of Dawn dish soap, and you can just spritz that over your surface, wipe it down. Because it's an air fryer, don't spray the actual machine, spray your cloth first and wipe it down, and if there's like any greasy buildup on it, it should be able to lift that. If Zep discolored your grout, Callie, it might have been, once again, here's another example of damage done. Another cleaning product won't fix that damage, because that Zep grout cleaner is recommended for certain grout only. It's not for all grout. I'm trying to think, like on the back of the bottle, it tells you which grout you can and cannot use it on. It has to do with the colors. So unfortunately, I don't know if you were here when I was talking earlier, if a cleaning product has damaged a surface, it stripped something, it discolored it, it caused like etching, another cleaning product will not correct that. You'll have to now get someone to come in and restore that surface. So you can either just deal with it or definitely not use that product again, but I can't offer a cleaning product to restore that damage, because now you need professional people to come in and kind of just strip that grout, sand it, buff it, and reseal it. That's the biggest thing. If a product caused damage to a surface, another cleaning product cannot reverse it. Thank you, Nadia. I appreciate you saying that. Drill brushes, there's two that I recommend. Usually the Ryobi brand is like the more expensive, higher end, but unless you're kind of into professional cleaning like me, you shouldn't necessarily need the Ryobi brand, and I'm just saying that because it is a little pricier, which is why I talk a lot about the Dovety brand, which is more for at-home use. Is it LLD? So Dovety is a good scrubber. It's very budget friendly. It's on Amazon. I have it linked in my storefront. It's good for just at-home use for you. But if you are doing heavy duty and like cleaning, I would then suggest the Ryobi brand instead, because it's made for like more heavier cleaning than just at-home use. But if you just need it for your shower, for your bathtub, for just all around the home, check out the Dovety brand, Dovety. It comes with like 8 different heads, different scrub brushes, different drills. It extends. It's in pink and white. It can get the really high walls. It can scrub your floor really good because it's got like the circle head. But that's just for like at-home use. But I will stress, if you need something for heavy duty cleaning because you're cleaning multiple like houses, then go with the Ryobi brand instead. The dirty, dusty window blinds, if they're really dirty, one of the easiest things I like to do is just take them off and soak them in Dawn Power Wash and then rinse them outside. You can put them in a bathtub as well. That's not always the option though for all blinds, because not all blinds are removable. So I would love to be able to tell you you can do something simple, but if you cannot remove the blinds, what you're gonna have to do is vacuum each blind first, get all that dust off first, and then go in with Dawn Power Wash or Crud Cutter and wipe each slate. I know that doesn't sound like fun, but when I cannot remove the blinds or they're not safe to soak in a bathtub or soak outside with soap, I just have to do it one by one, go by hand. Each slate, vacuum off that dust first. Try to remove as much dust as possible first, and then use your wet product. Shampooing, I honestly, if you're wanting to hire somebody, I don't think you can go wrong with hiring a company. Those companies that shampoo, Robin, they pretty much know what they're doing, unless you're asking because you want to shampoo them yourself. If that is the case, if you want to shampoo them, the Bissell Pro Heat Revolution X is a good machine. I have made videos with that machine in the past. I don't know if I posted them here. They are on my Instagram though. It might be on sale for Prime Day. It's a pro heat machine, so it's going to not leave the carpet wet, because as you pull it back, it suctions the water out, and it also dries the floor too. And you have 3 modes. It might go on sale for Prime Day, but that is the machine that I personally use and I recommend if you have carpet from wall to wall. Now, if you just want a spot treater, the Bissell Little Green is a decent product too, but that's only for spot treating. But if you have wall to wall carpet, you need an upright machine, get the Bissell Pro Heat Revolution X. It's in my Amazon storefront, and I have videos on it on my Instagram. Okay, let me see. Okay, did a big on a beige carpet. After scrubbing carpet, brown stain remains. Tenant moved out and now. So if you have tried to clean it, what have you tried? Did you try like did you just use like the carpet cleaning cleaning solution, or did you try maybe Folex? Folex is a good stain remover. Unfortunately, if that stain has been set in there for a while, it's going to be very hard to remove it. But Peroxide and Dawn is another good stain remover as well that I like to use. Have Peroxide and Dawn, preferably Clear Dawn, and Folex. Those are good carpet stain removers. Drench your stain spot and then go over it with your extractor to pull that liquid out. So I do have a cleaning schedule. I posted it. Did you see? I think it was my September cleaning checklist. I kind of did this. Let me see. And I broke down things that you could do daily weekly, and monthly. It's been a whole month since I did it. But if you come to my shorts, you just scroll down just a little bit. So here's the top of my page, and just scroll right up to about right here. Your September cleaning plan. Now, even though we're October, this would still work because I just kind of give you tips and tricks on what you want to focus on daily, weekly, and monthly. Daily, the biggest thing is just a mental thing, is make up your bed, because it just kind of sets the mood. If you have kids in a busy household, try to do like 1 load of laundry a day. I know not everybody does that, but if you have kids, you understand why I'm recommending that. Even if you have pets, you understand why I recommend 1 load of laundry a day. You'd be surprised how much laundry accumulates with having kids and multiple people in your house. Dishes too. Try not to go to bed with dishes in the sink. It just sets you up. It just puts you in a different time, in a mind zone when you wake up to a dishes full of sink. Load the dishes into your dishwasher. Run it at night. Try to just not go to bed with a bunch of dishes in your sink. This is another scenario where I recommend getting a wet, dry vac, because it cuts out having to vacuum and mop at the same time. Or even if you want to spend a little more money and get an actual robot cleaning machine that you can set it and forget it when you leave for work, which will vacuum and mop your floors for you while you're away for the day. But yeah, in that video, I break down things to do daily, weekly, including, like I said, the floors, the sheets, and even little tasks you want to focus on monthly, like maybe reorganizing a junk drawer, reorganizing a closet. Just don't get overwhelmed and try to do 20 things at one time, because that's just not going to set you up for success. As a matter of fact, it might kind of like make you step back because you're going to get overwhelmed. Don't try to tackle all these projects at one time. But yeah, just go watch my September cleaning checklist, and I break that down a lot more into detail for you on what you can do daily, weekly, and monthly. Crispy bacon, that's for you. So again, Flat Creek, I would suggest Folex or a DIY solution of Dawn and hydrogen peroxide. Just make sure you suction it out after you kind of spot treat it. You use something to get that wetness out of the carpet so it doesn't stay. Yeah, so the painted tubs, I understand. Yeah, it's hard to do with the bleach and the Lysol. The best bet is just a mild dish soap, because it's paint. You can't use anything too aggressive or anything too abrasive, not even Barkeeper's Friend. Stick to a mild, just something mild, like a soft sponge, and Dawn, that's what I use. Dawn and a Scrub Mommy sponge. Plenty of plants for the painted tub. Dovety, is that 43935? DOVETY is for like the at-home scrubber, or the Ryobi, RYOBI. So here on my page, I think I have them both in my storefront. If y'all ever like see me say link is in my bio at the top of my page, there's a reason why. I would love to be able to link the products to the videos. I can't yet because I haven't met the requirements. I'm almost there though. But anytime I talk about products, I always say in like my comments, link is in my bio, tap the Amazon link. Hopefully by next week, I'm looking at my analytics. I should have met the threshold that I need to be able to link a product to the videos now, so I don't have to tell you all that. But until then, if y'all come up here to my bio, and it right there, that's the Amazon link. And if you tap on that, shop my Amazon storefront. Like all the products I talk about are there. And the Dovety scrubber is here too. Yeah, let me show you. Dovety. Yeah, Instagram has like really weird rules when it comes to linking products to a video. And like I said, it's just I haven't met the requirements yet, but I'm almost there. I'm almost there. This is the Dovety scrubber. And then this is the Ryobi scrubber. So there's a price difference. This is like $70. This is for more like heavy duty cleaning, the Ryobi. Okay. So yeah, I always get asked about suggesting products that are in different countries. I just don't know them. The only thing that I know is I think someone told me that Fairy Liquid is the UK equivalent to Dawn. And I think there is a UK equivalent to Barkeeper's Friend. I need to ask them. Somebody, I think there is a Barkeeper's equivalent in the UK. I need to get the name, but but the only ones that I know right now that I use, like I use Dawn, I think Fairy Liquid is the same thing in the UK as Dawn here in the US. Hi, Lena. What type of kitchen sink? Honestly, if it's Annie, if it's stainless steel or even if it's ceramic, any of those, my first choice is Barkeeper's Friend. That is a really good product for removing watermarks in a sink. The only difference is if it's a white sink, like it's a ceramic or porcelain, I like to use a magic eraser with Barkeeper's Friend. And then if it's stainless steel, I'll use Barkeeper's Friend, which is like a Scrub Daddy sponge. Oh, faucet. Same thing. I would still use it on the faucet. Yeah, if it's just like your stainless, like your faucet, I would use the Barkeeper's Friend. Okay, so yeah, the Ryobi, if you have them, they make a really good drill brush. It's just a little bit, it's a higher end one because it's definitely for heavy duty use. So yeah, good. You are very welcome, Roxanne. I appreciate your kind words very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I am live. I hopped on here because I need to practice going live on YouTube because I will be going live in about 2 weeks with Barkeeper's Friend because I'm joining them in Indianapolis for the World Food Championship, and I'm going to be doing live demos out there with Barkeeper's Friend. So before I just randomly go out there and go live, I wanted to practice beforehand and spend some time with you all and say hi to everybody. And also thank you because y'all follow me. YouTube sent me a plaque, which I'm very, very grateful for. So Susan, are you talking about getting the smell out or getting the stain out? What's your issue? The stain or the smell? Tam, Zep makes a really good wood floor cleaner. ZEP, Zep from Lowe's, they sell it by in a big bottle. Just make sure you get the wood cleaner. It's not only for wood, it's also good for, hold on. Get the Zep hardwood and laminate floor cleaner. Get that. Oh wait, tile floors. Okay, then get this one. Don't get that one. Don't get that one, get this one. This one. Get the pH floor cleaner. Don't get the wood cleaner. If your floor is tile, get this one. Okay. Okay, so Lena, I have 2 suggestions. It just depends on your budget. I'm always going to suggest the Dupre Neat Steamer. It's linked in my bio. It's about $185, but it comes with 17 attachments, so it's not just for floors. You can literally use it top to bottom in your house. You can clean your mattress with it. You can clean your walls with it. You can clean your baseboards with it, your shower, whatever it may be. And it comes with different attachment pieces, so grout brushes, mop floor pads, bonnets, all these different things. And you also get 2 extension tubes, so it makes clean high areas super easy and low areas super easy. Dupre, D-U-P-R-A-Y, Neat Steamer. I have made a couple of videos of it on my page. If that's out of your budget and you rather get a handheld steamer, get the Dovety. The Dovety brand makes a steamer too. It's about $40 and it's handheld. It's not as heavy duty as the Dupre steamer, but if it's more your price point, get that one. It's for like, you can still clean your grout with it. It's better than scrubbing by hand and a brush, but it also has little accessories to maybe clean an appliance or your upholstery. On my page, I have videos on both, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I just gotta find it. Let me see. I know it's here somewhere. So this one on my page, Easy Grout Cleaning, is about the Dupre Neat Steamer. That's the one that's $185. And then this one is about the Dovety handheld steamer. I know I have it. Do I have it on here? Maybe it's on my Instagram. I might not have posted it on here. Either way, if you come up here to my Amazon link right here, I have both of them linked in my storefront. Let's see. It's this one right here. That one. That's the one that's about $40. That's the handheld steamer. Hi, Brenda. So, if Rajima, if the cast iron grates just need like a regular cleaning, you can just use some soap. That's what I use, just a little bit of soap, scrub them really good, rinse, and then I oil them. If they need a heavy duty cleaning, that's when I would suggest using Easy Off, but I only use that if it needs a heavy duty cleaning. The blue can, spray them down, let it soak for about an hour, scrub them, and just remember, either option you use, since you're cleaning them, just make sure you oil them afterwards. Okay, so E. Lopez, I have 3 that I suggest, but I want to ask you, what are you doing Monday at about 5, this coming Monday, 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? If you are not busy, please follow me on Instagram, because I'll be going live over there for Amazon Prime Day, talking about all the Prime Day deals and giving away Amazon gift cards for sitting with me for a few minutes. And I'm going to break down the 3 that I recommend and why I recommend them, because they're all at different price points. But once I break down why they are in such a different range, you'll understand the difference in them when I break them down. There's 2 Dreamy wetbacks, and then there's a Tenco wetback. If you don't want to wait until Monday, I recommend the Dreamy G10 Pro if you're on a $200 budget. Or if you can spend a little more, I recommend the Dreamy H12 Pro Flex. You get a longer battery life with that. You get a bigger tank. You get a few extra suction modes, and they both self-clean, but the Dreamy H12 Pro Flex self-cleans and then does a hot disinfecting dry to your brush roll. The Dreamy G10 Pro self-cleans and then it air dries. So I've made videos about both of them. If you want me to show you where they're at, they're in my Amazon storefront. But if you want to wait until Monday, like I said, follow me on Instagram. I'll be going live for about 30 minutes. I'm going to post a story tomorrow on Instagram, the exact time, because I'm going to go into more details about them, plus the Tenco wet dry vac that I'm going to recommend, and just kind of break them down. And like I said, also give you all some Amazon gift cards for joining me for a little bit. I mean, it just depends, not with him, whether or not, I mean, if you don't think you need it, then don't get it. But I do think it's a good investment, having a steamer, especially when it comes to grout cleaning. I don't know who wants to get on their hands and knees and scrub grout. If you don't have grout, then you're right. You don't need it. But the biggest time-saving tip that I have, that I use my steamer for, is grout. I think it makes the biggest difference, especially my Dupre, because it has the 2 extension tubes. So I'm not in an uncomfortable position for a long amount of time cleaning. I can still stand upright in a good position and just scrub the floors. Same thing if you'd rather disinfect your floors, which you don't need to do all the time because you're not like licking your floors every day. But a good deep clean on your floors is needed every now and then. Steam cleaning is the way to go. The Dupre comes with the pads that you need to do that with. Occasionally, steam cleaning your mattress is good to ensure bed bugs are killed, things of that nature. Steam cleaning your couches is good too, especially if you have pets in the home. It kills, it disinfects and sanitizes and all that good stuff. But if you don't feel the need that you don't need it, then no, you don't need it. Don't get it. But I see a benefit in getting it. If you have pets, if you have a lot of grout, and if you don't want to use cleaning products and prefer a more all-natural cleaner, steam cleaning is the way to go. Thank you, Miriam. I post every day. I would love to post more stories and behind the scenes. Is it Taché? But I can't post stories on here. I wish I could post stories on here like I do with Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. I would definitely post more, but they don't have a stories feature yet. So please go follow me on the other platforms because you will see a lot more of me and behind the scenes cleaning because I'm able to post daily stories over there. So stainless steel, if you have like water streaks and your stainless steel is super dirty, I would go in with Barkeeper's Friend Soft Cleanser first. Follow the grain of the stainless steel. So if you want to find the grain, look at it up close, see if the lines are going up and down, or see if the lines are going side to side. Once you figure that out, scrub your surface clean with like a soft cloth, or I like to use the soft side of a Scrub Mommy sponge. Clean it really well, and then make sure you rinse it off very well with some water. So I spray water on the surface, and then I get a clean microfiber towel like this and wipe it off. I rinse it off really good, let it air dry, and then I can follow up with a stainless steel polish. There's two I suggest. The reason I suggest both of them is because not everybody can find either or. So I like the Barkeeper's Friend stainless steel polish or the Sprayway stainless steel polish. Whichever one you can get it. They both work really well. I know just the reason that I suggest both is because for some reason, the Barkeeper's Friend product is not nationwide as much as it is Sprayway. So clean it first though with the Barkeeper's Friend Soft Cleanser to remove hard water marks, water stains, or rust buildup. Wipe that off with water and a towel, let it dry, and then follow up with your polish. If you don't have stains on it, like hard water marks, water stains, and rust, skip the Barkeeper's Friend Soft Cleanser and just use your polish. Use your Sprayway polish or use your Barkeeper's Friend polish. Both of those are made to repel fingerprints and like food smudges and things of that nature. Just reapply it every couple of days. I would still, the matte tile floors, you could possibly even steam them, Tam, if you think they need that much of a deep cleaning. I would steam clean them first because it's matte tile floors. Tile is safe to steam, and then that should be able to give them a good deep cleaning. I don't use Clorox to clean toilets. I very, 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 very rarely use bleach. I just feel like there's better, safer products than bleach, just because bleach is such a, at least in my line of work, bleach does a lot of damage. Bleach does a lot of damage, whether it's, and a lot of it too could just be accidental, just getting on a client's carpet or things like that. So I very, very rarely use bleach. For disinfecting, I like to use Odoban. I like to use Lysol instead. But if I do have bleach, I'm not saying not to use it. It's just not my first choice because I feel like there's safer options than just bleaching something. But when I clean a toilet, I clean the inside first, and then I go from top to bottom with the toilet. If you want to use Clorox, go ahead. Just make sure your toilet seat is not wood. But then just top to bottom with your disinfecting product. And remember to spray it and let it sit for the appropriate amount of time to disinfect correctly. That's going to depend on the back of your product and how long it tells you to let it sit. You're welcome, Susan. Yes, Michelle. Dawn is so concentrated that you do not need a ton of it. Like, I think I've talked about how like one little bottle of Dawn will literally last you forever because you just need a little smidge and it will take care of so many things. So that should save you money too because you're using less Dawn. And yes, make sure your sink is clean at night. It makes the biggest difference for you in the morning because you wake up with just a much better mindset because you don't have a sink full of dishes. Do the robot wet vac floor cleaners work as well? I use both, Robin, and the only difference that I'm going to say is there's benefits to both because I have both. Because I have pets and I do have a busy household, I still run my Eufy when I leave the house every single day because of the amount of cats, like the cat hair and my hair in the traffic. But I still find a use for my wet dry vac when I come home and I'm in the kitchen doing things. It's just easier for me to go grab my wet vac to take care of the mess when I'm done in the kitchen. But if you get one of those robot vacuums that cleans the floors while you're gone, you'll quickly notice how much, like, it just makes cleaning easier for you. Because like I mentioned, if you got a bunch of kids, you know, you have people living in the home with you, and if you have cats and dogs, you know how dirty your floors will get. But if you only want to get one, I would say go with the upright wet vac mop instead, if you had to just get one instead of the robot one, because you just have more control with it. And I feel like you would benefit more from having a wet vac one instead of, like I said, if you have to make a decision, go with the upright wet vac one, not the actual robot machine. But if you do want suggestions for the robot machine, I do have a few of those that I can suggest as well. Thank you very much. They are very easy to clean. I only go about once a month to get them done. I started doing the one where they like paint it. It's not the dip. It's that new thing they started doing, and it's very thin, and they last me about a month before I'm due for a fill. So I have no problem cleaning with them. Plus my nail girl's really good at how she does it. So they last me about a month. And like I said, I keep my nails done. That's one thing I've always done. And yeah, I think they're easy for me to deal with. What type of stains? Are they just like grease stains, Laura? Thank you, Crispy Bacon. So, John, the Dovety steamer is pretty much going to be safe for any surface in your home because they're not really abrasive sponges. So in your shower, like the tile floor, I would suggest the one, like the circle bit. And then if you need corners, use the one that has more of the pointed one. But yeah, I think too, if you, the sponge is good for the glass door. You want to use the sponge on the glass door, but I also think, I know I'm forgetting some, in the little pamphlet they send with you, they'll also tell you which heads are best for surfaces in your home. Are you enjoying that Texas game? Why are you on here? Are you watching me? Oh, I'm sorry, Santiago. Yeah, it's just, that's the platform that I'm always just most active on. So it's just easier for me to go live over there instead of these other ones. But if you ever feel the need to join Instagram, please do. I'd love to have you pop in on one of my lives over there. Porcelain shower tiles made with His Grace. A mild dish soap is good. If you have a lot of heavy buildup, I would suggest Barkeeper's Friend instead. Hi, Miss Lotus Wisdom. Hello from New York City. I'm very happy to have you here this afternoon. Well, I was cleaning before I got on here. That's why I have the microfiber towels over there. Oh, the carpet stain you have trouble getting out. So, did you hear my earlier conversation about maybe trying Folex or possibly even the hydrogen peroxide and Dawn concoction? Let me, before you try the Dawn, let me get the correct hold on. What's the Dawn and hydrogen peroxide? Yeah, I want to say it's about like a cup of Dawn and a cup of hydrogen peroxide before I give you the measurements. I gotta ask her because she's the one that. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, Maytal. Yes. I hope you enjoy shopping on my Amazon storefront, Brenda. Whatever usually. Okay, yeah. So Susan, do the like 1 part Dawn, 1 part hydrogen peroxide. And I would actually suggest, if you can get the clear Dawn, do like 1 cup of clear Dawn, 1 cup of hydrogen peroxide, spray your stain, let it set in, and either like use a towel to get the stain out, or if you want to use an extractor to make sure all that wetness is fully pulled out. Yeah, on my Amazon storefront, usually the videos that I post on here, I post on my Amazon storefront as well. So you can, and that's the one thing I like about Amazon is I can link each product to the video. So you don't have to go searching for it. You don't have to go searching for it. Every video that you see on YouTube is on my Amazon storefront, and all the products are already linked for you. What kind of stains, Laura? I don't know. Like grease stains? Brenda, I don't know what Eco Strong is. What is that? Brenda Campbell. You're very welcome, Robin. Crispy Bacon, can you do a demo on how you find ID towels? I don't know what ID towels are. Okay, food stains. Have you tried have you tried like a Dawn dish soaps? Like just Dawn dish soap? Because that's really good for lifting a variety of stains. I would try the Crud Cutter, Laura, Dawn dish soap, or even the Zepp purple degreaser. One of those three. Nora, Barkeeper's Friend and a magic eraser. Try that. So let me go back to your question. Hold on. I don't know anything about Eco Strong, Brenda, so I can't give you my honest opinion on it. What I can suggest though is what I like to use is Odoban. It works on pet stains too. It works with pulling out that urine or even like feces smell. I have put Odoban in the washer because you can use it in the washer. So Odoban is safe. And it has enzymes in it which pulls like the microbes and bacteria out of that particular stain. So if you are up for trying it, I would suggest that instead, because I can't tell you anything about that other brand. I never heard of it before, so I don't have an opinion on it, but I do have an opinion on Odoban, and I will say it works in the washer too. You add about 1/4 of a cup to the fabric softener dispenser, or you can add it to the bleach tray, whichever one your washer has. Okay, so yeah, Laura, try the, I'm just surprised neither of the Dawns worked. Try the purple degreaser from Zepp or Crud Cutter. Odoban has been around for years, like Lena says, and you'd be surprised what you can clean with that. And not only, it has cleaning effects, sanitizing effects, disinfecting effects. You can use it to remove smoke. You can use it in a carpet cleaning machine. You can use it to control mold and mildew. You can use it in the washer. Just if you look at the back of the Odoban jug, you're going to be amazed at how many uses you have for it. Plus, it comes in a lot of scents. Eucalyptus, lavender, fresh linen is my favorite. And there's like 5 other scents. So you'll find one that you like. Maytai, use steel wool grade 0000. I wish I had all the products here. I could just put up and show you, but I don't. Steel wool grade 0000. Wet your surface. Keep your surface wet when you use that, and that should get those water spots off for you. I don't, Nora. I keep on getting asked about that, and if I'm being completely honest, I just haven't sat down and had the time to do that because I'm the only one that does all my social medias. I post on all, I do all my posting, I do all my editing, I do all my recording. Nobody helps me with this. So I'm also preparing for a brand trip with Barkeeper's Friend. Plus I'm making sure I still have content to try to post every day. Plus I'm working as well at our clients' houses to get y'all all content. So sitting down and doing like that is not something I really have thought about yet because there's other things that I'm working on, but maybe I will when I'm not working as much as I am right now. Make sure it's the 4 zeros, MPW330000, and you can get it from Amazon or you can get it in the paint section at Lowe's. It's not in the cleaning section. It's going to be in the paint section. If you go to Lowe's, it's going to look like this. Let me show you. Actually, it's on Amazon too, just so you know. I'm going to show you which you'll find. If you go to, I'm just saying, if you go to Lowe's, this is the one that Lowe's carries. That. But you don't have to get this particular brand. If you go to Home Depot and there's a different brand, get that one. The brand doesn't matter. What matters is the number. You need those 4 zeros. That's what you need. Right there. Yeah, Lowe's. Get it from Lowe's, order from Amazon, whatever you want it. I think Amazon actually even has a few different brands. That brand is fine too. Just make sure you're getting the one with the 4 zeros, because that's what is fine for your delicate surfaces like glass and windows. Autoban mixed messages. You need Autoban. That is the best thing you're going to use to get that smell out. Go to Dollar General, go to Amazon, go to Home Depot, and buy the big jug of it. Are you? Oh my goodness, it has been an hour and a half. I've been talking that long. I didn't even realize that. I gotta hop off soon. Let me show you what it looks like. It's been an hour and a half. Wow. This is what you want. Mixed messages. You don't have to order it from Amazon. I do have it linked in my storefront, but if you go to Dollar General, they should have it. If you go to Home Depot, they should have it. And this, just follow the directions on the back for diluting it when it comes to cleaning, for using it properly to disinfect, for using it if you want to shampoo the carpet, for using it in the washer. Just please read the directions, because there are different dilution rates when it comes to using this product. I've been clean for 15 years, over 15 years. I've been doing this for a little while. I think I have a little bit of expertise I can share with y'all. It is. I haven't realized it's been an hour and a half. It's been 82 minutes. It's giving me a countdown. And the fact that y'all have stuck around for so long, I really do appreciate that and love that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's why it's recommended Dollar General, Amazon, and Home Depot. Not because I'm trying to make commission off Amazon, but honestly, Amazon has the same price as Dollar General. That, like, this is one product that is not marked up on Amazon. It's $10 at Amazon, it's $10 at Dollar General, and it should be $10 at Home Depot. I don't know what it is at Ace Hardware, but this is like, Amazon is actually pretty fair when it comes to this price, and you can get it delivered to your house tomorrow if you order it. Yeah. So thankfully, like, my Dollar General keeps them in stock, so I can just run up to the store and get them. But in case you don't have a Dollar General or a Home Depot, Amazon is very on point with the price. It's the same price you're going to pay in store if you get that big bottle. Okay, so I actually have a couple of vacuums that I can recommend. And if you guys, I'm going to say this again because new people are coming in. I'm going live on Instagram Monday at about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'm doing a Amazon Prime breakdown on all the products that are on sale. And I'll also be giving out some Amazon gift cards, but I'm going to break down which vacuums I suggest. I have a upright vacuum that I like, which is the Bissell Surface Sense. If you prefer corded vacuums, that is a really good, strong, powerful vacuum. It is surface sense, which means it can sense the surface that you're on. It will automatically adjust from the suction if you go from carpet to hard floor. You can take it apart to clean high areas and low areas. It's linked in my storefront at the top of my page if you don't want to wait until Monday, if you want to check it out. And then I have some cordless vacuums I can recommend. I have one right here right now. Just depending on what your price point is. I like this Tenco one that I'm currently using because it has like a docking station where it cleans itself. It has like an 80-minute battery life, and it's got a green light, so it illuminates everything in its pathway. This is ideal for at-home use. I'll show y'all so you don't know what I'm talking about. I know it might be a little weird. This is the one that I have. It's got like a docking station and everything, but I'm not going to suggest that unless you have it for at-home use, because you can't carry the docking station with you. It's not ideal. Of course I would do that. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me now. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to hold this It's not working. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have moved it in the first place. Okay, I think we're back. We good? No, how old do you think I am? I started when I was 12. No. I don't know, this is not gonna work. I think I messed it up when I dropped it. Darn it. Okay, maybe that one. Okay, so yeah, I might just need to end it soon because I think I broke the stand. I'm gonna have to hold it because it's turning. Okay, can you hear me? I'll just hold it. Look, that's the Tenco one. It's in my storefront, but the reason that I like it is because it docks right there. It's got the green light, and it has about an 80-minute battery life. And every time I dock it, it just cleans itself. And look how big that canister is. But I know some of you are going to say, but what about the Trucozy you always talk about? Yes, I clean homes with the Trucozy, not the Tenco, because I can't carry that with me because the base station is so big. But I'm going to tell you right now, that Tenco is worth the money. It's got an exceptional green light. It's got a heavy duty suction, and it's got an 80-minute battery life. So that's why I like that one for my at-home use. Trucozy is a good cordless vacuum. If you've been following me, take a look at my page. I've made a couple of videos about the Trucozy vacuum, but Trucozy, of course, had to come out here and give me a brand new version of their vacuum. They revamped the vacuum. They switched it to a green LED headlight, and they made it sturdier. So if anybody has a Trucozy, it stands up on its own, right? You don't have to lay it on a wall. It stands up, but it's a little wobbly. So one of the biggest complaints was it's wobbly when it's upright. Trucozy listened to people, and they made it way more sturdier. So now it's got a longer battery run life. It's got the same accessories, and they swapped the light to a green one. So I'm going to talk about that as well on Monday if you want to catch the new Trucozy vacuum that just got released. But yeah, Bissell, if you want a corded vacuum, Tenco is great for at-home use. But if you're looking for like going about cleaning, either get the Bissell or the Trucozy vacuum. Hello, Lindsay. Okay, so Maytal, 3 easy chores you can apply daily in your own home that makes it feel organized that others can apply. I'm trying to teach people around me, and they can't seem to rinse a dish and stick in your dishwasher. Number 1, wake up and make up the bed. And it just sets you up for success. Number 2, if you have a busy household, try to do 1 load of laundry every day so you don't get behind. That doesn't apply to everybody because not everybody has a busy household. If you can do a load of dishes daily, do that as well. But even if you can't, just don't go to bed with a sink full of dishes. Make sure your sink is cleaned of all dishes. Okay, I'm not saying you have to run the dishwasher. You only have like 4 cups. Just hand wash them. Do that instead. And number 3, just getting some type of machine to help you cut your cleaning time is perfect. So get a 2-in-1 machine, a machine that vacuums and mops for you at the same time, or get a machine that can clean your floors while you've left for the day, so that you can come home to a clean house and not have to worry about your floors being dirty. I don't know. Maynard sells mini Zep products. Thank you. You're very welcome, Paul Ward. Thank you, Mixed Messages. I appreciate that. Yes, OxyClean. I will do a breakdown on that because there's like OxyClean White Revive. There's OxyClean Versatile. There's like the original OxyClean too, so that's a good idea for a video. All right, thank you, Robin. I'll be jumping off soon. Thank you for joining me. All right. All right, so I think last question, mixed messages. What cleaners are safe to use around pets? Typically, all my cleaners that I use are safe around pets because I'm not spraying the animals and the animals are not ingesting them either. So like Odoban, Authos, they're all safe for pets as long as you're, like I said, not like spraying the surface that they're like, don't spray the animal with it, you know, of course, but like all my products that I use are safe to be used around pets. I just ensure that like I don't spray near their bowls, I don't say spray near their food, and then just like the area is clean and dry before they come back in. All right, so one more thing, thank you all. That's mainly why I jumped on here, for following and subscribing. Because of you all, I've got this plaque from YouTube, which I'm very appreciative about. I will be going to Indianapolis with the Barkeeper's Friend team in 2 weeks. So make sure you're following me so you can catch some lives that I'll be doing while I'm out there, demonstrating the entire Barkeeper's Friend product lineup. And if you're not following me on Instagram, please go follow me on Instagram, Zapata's Cleaning Services, because I'll be doing a live on Monday in the evening talking about Amazon Prime Day, all the products on sale that I personally use, and giving you all some Amazon gift cards for joining me and sticking around. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. I will see you soon. Have a good day.